Hello, welcome to an e-demo on personnel in victorWeb. In a secure and Victor unified environment, you can use victorWeb to manage personnel records. So let's take a look then how we can do that. If I go to the Setup button and choose Personnel, we're going to get a list of all of the personnel currently in this system. If I select that person, you'll be able to see we get all of their information on the right hand side. So on the Person tab, we have all of their personal information. We also have these customer fields at the bottom as well. If we go over to the Credentials tab, see we get all of their credentials if I just expand them out. If we go over to the Clearances tab, we're going to be able to see all of the clearances which they have. Documents, if there are any documents assigned to the person, we can see those as well. We can also preview them using this Download button. If we move over to the Portrait tab, again we can see if they have a portrait assigned to them, and again we can view that. And on the Preview Badge tab, we can preview their badge by choosing that Preview button. victorWeb is going to generate that preview and then open it up for us. And if we move over to the Previous Doors tab, we'll be able to see we have information on the last 10 card swipes for this person, where they are, and also the message and the date and time. And then finally on the Find tab, we're able to run a search on either the journal or the audit just by choosing these radio buttons. Then we can choose some search options, and if we run that search, we'll be able to see the information for that person. So let's go ahead then and create a new personnel record. I'm going to choose the New button. It's going to open up a blank personnel record, and I can begin either by creating a new record or creating a new record from a template if I had a template available. I'm just going to enter their first name and their last name. And I can also choose their personnel type and all of their other various personal options there. So I have escort options. Of course, I have all of the customer fields at the bottom there as well. If I go to the Credentials tab, I'm going to choose the plus button to add some credentials, and you'll see we get prompted to save the record before we add these credentials. So I'll just choose the Yes button to do that. And now we can go ahead and enter their credentials. So I'm just going to enter a card number. See, we have some activation time options, and we have also the card status options at the bottom here as well. If I go over to the Clearances tab, I can choose the plus button again just to add some clearances. I just need to check the box next to the clearance I want to add, and then I'm going to choose the Save button. Documents allows us to add documents using the plus button there. I can just navigate to that file and upload it. Similarly, we can use the Portrait tab to add a portrait again. Choose the plus button, choose the Load button, just navigate to the portrait and save it. On the Preview Badge tab, I can preview their badge if I had one created. And the Previous Doors tab and the Find tab are not particularly relevant to the new record because they have yet to swipe with their card, so we can't see any information there. If I just go back to the personnel record we had created previously, you'll see in the upper right hand corner we have this drop down menu here, and what that drop down menu allows us to do is monitor the person using the swipe and show interface. We can grace the person, we can reset their anti-passback, and we can area lockout grace them as well from there. If I wanted to edit a personnel record, I can just select the personnel record, and you'll see I have the edit button in the upper left of the information pane on the right here. If I choose that, all of the fields then become editable. Once I'm complete with my editing, I can choose the Save button. That will save any changes. And if I want to remove a personnel record, I can just select it in the list on the left, and I can choose this trash icon here to delete them.